Make sure I actually got capture options set properly. Mic audio's turned on, party audio's turned on. Let's get in here and check out the channel and see if I can actually pull up my video and pull up the live stream. Welcome everyone. This is GrimBeanie, otherwise known as Tyler. And if you can see it up there on the left, my full name's probably up there, honestly. But hey, nice to meet y'all. I am a small streamer who's just trying to come up with a few different things to put on my channel. Let's see if I actually hear it. Ooh, there's like zero delay. This sounds good. The mic is perfect. I'm actually going to close out of my own stream. Only because I got an earbud in, so I can hear music and so y'all can't. Anyway, so today I've decided to build a little bit more on this. Actually, this started as just a plotch of grass, and I've turned it into quite a lot, actually. One of my recent streams was just me building this. And sorry if you can hear my dryer and washing machine in the background. They are currently going ham. H-A-M. Ham. Anyways, so this is a jousting arena. I built this, you know, kind of the red versus blue type thing. So I got the two flags in the middle. Red, this will summon a horse that's already tame. So for example, I can go and hop on it and I can open this inventory. And if I had a saddle on me, I could also use the saddle, but I'm not gonna worry about that for now. There's a horse actually buried underground here. I'm going to call it a ghost horse. All the NPCs have different names, different things that they say. This guy talks about how great the game is going today. He has a lever that actually opens up the gates to let the horses out. So it'd be one of the things he'd be probably announcing with like a magic speech of some sort, and saying, hey, ready for the game today, y'all. Anyways, so today I'm going to start building a little bit more on it. I feel like there's a lot I could do. Let's see here. Let's see what else I can think of. So also, this right here is a little restaurant. I kind of based it off like old folks sausage, I think it is. Old folks. So I called it Old Smokes Restaurant. I thought it was kind of a funny idea. The concept behind it is that everything here is smoked. So the food is smoked upstairs from this one campfire. And then they send the food down to this little pot. And Felicia here takes care of everything. And every one of my characters in this world are bound to have an option of flirting. Don't mind that. I'm building this for my friends and I because it'd be kind of interesting, you know? And the whole point of D&D is to have fun and pretend you're in a fantasy world anyways, right? So, one of the big things I was building on recently, and I was actually going to turn it into a video, but then the video, well, not the video, the footage got corrupted a little bit, which has been happening a lot recently. I think Share Factory is just not working well with the PlayStation, but that's okay. We're making it work. Anyways, I was building this bathhouse, a Japanese-looking style, but also trying to make it like an older style too. And the whole idea is there used to be a lava pit here. There wasn't, but I'm pretending there was. And this lava pit is, I already know what it is now, what heats the water. Let's see if this is the inside. Yeah, so I kind of took all this and made it very fancy looking. And as you can see, I got the water coming in from here. And the water actually leads, it's not supposed to be like that. The water actually leads from outside. Funny enough. So if we go over here again, go through here, this is the other side. At least down through here, you got the little changing area, and then you got the bathhouse area. Let's see here. So we go upstairs, and I haven't figured out a way to put a path to upstairs yet. But actually, I really like how this turned out. This right here was the water ferry, so it carried water from an underground cave supply, which was coming through here, goes down through here, and into the building itself, and they have it all sanctioned off, so it separates into each section, and the water gets heated up as you go. So yeah, anyways, fun times. I probably should make a little area for the water to come out, but the problem is I got to figure out how, because if you look down here, this is the first fireball, but then also you go through here in this little cave, which actually was real at first, and I've kind of spruced it up, make it fit a little more. It leads into here, and it also leads into here. I'm going to make this the homeless population, funny enough. And I have a whole story behind that. The homeless were the ones who helped build this entire place in promise that they would have a place to live. And, of course, you know, they all thought they would actually get a decent place to live considering they helped building decent places. Instead, they got left with the leftovers of the downstairs area that nobody was going to be using because nobody needed it. And, you know, actually, this was all just a hill. It was just a hill from here down, and it led down through here. So like I said, it was just all hillside. In fact, let's go full over here and show you some more. That village was always there, and I decided to connect it with a bridge. This was all just grass. Everything here was just land. That was it. I built all this almost by myself. I've had a few friends chime in here and there and help out here and there. As I say, I know that's not like that. But yeah, I built a small fortune. One could say. One could say I have very many days, many days on this land, on this world. I just get bored sometimes. So I just start throwing out some random builds, coming up with what I can. I mean, there's a lot here. Each building, for the most part, has something to it. Like this right here is just like a vacant building, so I'll leave the doors open for now until I decide to put something in it. This one is a tavern and more. This one is a flower store, and there's a lady there that sells flowers. This is like a little shopping area, and I'm sure you could hear the camel. Caught him in good timing. That was really cool. If you go over here, this is my friend's rock shop. This is a general store. This is a butcher place. It's just a vacant building for, I guess, a fisherman or something. There's an outhouse there. There's a little girl selling lemonade. There's a fisher person here. You go down through here. Actually, this is where one of my videos were based out of. Is over here. This little pathway I built. My friend built that. It was Hunter, I believe, built that one. There's this little waterfall that's always kind of been here, so I gave it a reason to be kind of, veering off to each side. And it's wiped out the path that was here. It's wiped out a little bit of everything. And I don't really remember that one being there, but I'm going to leave it because it's very, very interesting looking. And I kind of like it, so it's whatever. But either way, this is what I built the Pirate Cove in the Building a Pirate Cove video. And of course, you got the Assassin's Creed style hay drop. And in here, you go through here, you got like a bunch of trophies for this guy that's an adventurer. And they call him as the quest man. He gives you a bunch of quests to go on, when in reality, he's just doing that to get you out of his hair, because he doesn't want to deal with you. This is his house up here. So yeah, long story short, very long story short, there's a lot to this world. My friend was building on his castle up here. I can help finish up the walls. Now we need to actually get like an actual castle built up here, and actual buildings built inside. I'm just trying to avoid taking up his area because I don't want to use everything that he's doing. Ooh, lag. There's another village over here that actually spawned. This was a seed that I found online, and actually worked very well for what I was wanting. And it was back when they first updated Minecraft to add in the insane caves and cliffs. And then, yeah, I just got away from there. Lighthouse, sandbar, really cool looking little sandbar. I built the sandbar myself. The island was already there though, but I built the sandbar. And let's see here, I built the lighthouse, built this little village. My friend helped build on this one a little bit. I think it was Hunter again. There's a Kraken over here that has the pirate ship that's floating. The pirate ship was already here when I got here. And from there, I just added a little Kraken arm holding it up, so it made sense, made more logic. Go over here. This is all here. I love it. It's just such a beautiful seed. I built the giant tree. You go back behind the church here, and there's a little path throughout the woods. Leads to grandmother's house. Funny enough, that was the funny I come up with. And I think that's about it. No, there's also an underground place here. There's an underground place elsewhere over here. The underground place that's below there is a small mushroom village. Of course, you go further around this way. We went right last time. We're gonna go left. I still need to finish up the bathroom here. This is where you first spawn, kinda. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. There's something over that way. Don't mind that. This is a giant church. I'm very happy with this way this build came out. I actually built this one myself off of the inspiration of that one. So shout out to whoever's build I ripped that one from. I found that on a YouTube tutorial, and this one I built myself based off of it. Somebody just walked by the window. Hello, person. And you got a little underground cavern area. Leads to a guild that was here first, and then I decided to build on all of this. So yeah, now we're back here, trying to make all this look cool. And I want to make it look like this is something the king was like, you know what? I want an area of the town. So now I'm going to start building all this. And maybe a year down the line, you're going to look over here and see this is buildings everywhere. Because I have this problem where I don't want to leave it all sitting normal. And actually, I kind of like to look at that. Might terraform that into being like a little place or something. There's actually probably areas I've forgotten about. Actually, on top of that hill over there, the snowy mountain cap, there is a giant tree. And they call it the giant tree because it was like one of the first ones that they encountered. Don't mind that. Don't mind any of it. Okay, let's see. Oh, excuse me. I built these two little buildings, just little houses. I really like the design of this one. Probably my favorite ones in this world so far. This one was alright. It was something. Two little shops at the top of the jousting arena. And yeah. So now, next thing I want to start on. Finally back to this, where I started at. I did not mean to open chat. I wanted to press down to get this. What we're going to do is go ahead and fix this up so I can actually go upstairs. But now I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. Right? I could do it. Actually, we can do it from the inside. I feel like we can trust women a little more. This way? Yeah, that was perfect. I like that. And then we can bring it. Hold on. It does connect. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Do this, 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 and oop, that, right? Okay, and I don't mind that that's really connecting like that. It's not going to bother me. But what I do is I do this, and then I'm going to bring this up. Bring that up. And the thing is, I like to always do about 3 blocks back. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab this for the temporary moment. I'll probably end up actually just cutting this whole edge out. Yeah, why not, right? What kills me, I feel like I have night vision. I feel like it just isn't as great as it used to be. I mean, look at it. It looks like it's still kind of dark in here. Go ahead and do this. Do that. And then finally bring up one more block here, which I don't mind the way it looks. It's going to be okay. I kind of like that anyways. Cuts off this little side, and you get to actually see over here. This would be like a little area. I probably have like some sort of food thing going on up here. I don't know. I haven't figured out that part yet. Can you see it on both sides? No. In that case, I'll just cover that up. Do this. That's good. I like that. We're gonna leave this the way it is. I kind of. Well, actually, you know what? I could cover up the walls a little bit better. Yeah. Hold on. That's what we do. Oop, not there. It's gonna be a little weird for this part, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. And then we'll make this. Yeah, I got this. So I need some spruce stairs for this part. We're gonna take and bring this from here. Yeah, I like that. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, and then 1, 2. I like that. Doesn't look so odd. Looks kind of more natural a little bit. Yeah, that's good. So then for this, I kind of want to add like a trap door on the side. We're gonna do spruce. See, that's my problem. The spruce trap door itself isn't as color. It's not exactly the same color, but that's okay. It works. Yeah, that's good. It's pretty cool looking. All right, so then what we're gonna do is go ahead and bring up our walls here, here, and why don't I just go ahead and do this too while I'm at it. Go ahead and cap that off with some half slab polished blackstone brick stairs, or polished blackstone brick half slab stairs. Definitely not stairs. There we go, that's good. And we're gonna go ahead and bring this in. That needs to be like this. Yeah. We'll do it more like this. Cap that off. Then I'll be able to use, I don't know, I think for this I'll leave it as slabs, but I think for this one up here I'm going to go on and use the new blocks that everybody's using as a half block, which works pretty well because it doesn't count as an entity, thankfully. Which is this. Oh man, I know it's going to happen. That's the problem, I always have to go slow with this. I keep forgetting about it too. Hello, person walking by. Oh, those people just crossed like 3 minutes ago. So I come over and start banging on the window. No, what? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't us. Hey, if you're new here, check out my Facebook. I've got a GrimBeanie page on there, and I actually don't do much on there anymore. But I need to get back on there and actually start posting some more. That's real, really real. I've got a lot of stuff that I started doing here recently. Usually when I was working my second job, I was able to sit there and just edit videos. But then I started training new people, and it just didn't really work out in my favor. But that's okay though. We got this, you know. I'm not gonna let this channel die. I'm gonna let things keep going. And the whole goal is I want to be a local YouTuber. I want to be the local YouTuber the kids can look up to, because for me, as a kid, I was always watching these YouTubers who were cursing like crazy, and they kind of, like, not to blame them, obviously, kind of seeing that stuff all the time made me go, oh, well, that's okay because they do it, or all the above. And I don't want to blame it on those YouTubers, but I want to be somebody better than that. I don't want to be all these people that are out here cursing up a storm. I want to do better because I know you still wasn't a great person, and you know what? That's how it goes. Not everybody's a great person to start out with, right? So if I could be better than what they started as, and I can help do the same for some kid out there and make them go, Holy Toledo. You could say words like Holy Toledo and not be cursing and actually have something different to say. I don't know. You got the idea, though. But yeah, like I said, if you're new here, appreciate y'all coming to the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Actually, while you're at it, comment your favorite song down below. I was just listening to Midwest Indigo by Chihuahua Pilots. Probably one of my favorite songs out there, honestly. Actually, probably my favorite band. That is my favorite band. What am I on about? Also, if you can't tell, I am a yapper. So if you're sitting here watching this and you're wondering why this guy hasn't quietened up yet, that's exactly why. It's quite fun to just yap and yap and yap. Ooh, hold on. Do I want to do? Yeah, I'll do spruce. It won't be that bad. It's part of the roof. It won't hurt. Look at that. That looks good. Looks better than it did. I'm so glad they have these blocks. They actually allow for so much customization. There is a hill at the bottom of the valley. That's a good song too. I wish I could play like my music on here and people listen to it as I'm playing the game. I feel like people's just like, what is bro on about? Ooh, and then we're gonna do this. Perfect. Look at that. And then of course we'll end up having this here as well. Covers up the black on that wall. And then we'll do this, this. And I apologize to any orcs that might come through here. You'll have to bend down as you're climbing up the stairs, I guess. I don't know. Or walking into the room. Whatever, you get the idea. Alright, we're going to fill up this wall so it doesn't look like there's much of a gap. Alright, that's good. And then we're going to get the stairs on this. Look how cool this is. See, that's all it takes. Just setting a little extra stuff in. Make it look really neat. I like it. I got the middle done. Got that side done. Now I need to get this last one and I'll be done inside. I might not furnish it today because I kind of want to put a lot more stuff out there and make it pretty neat. Make it a little bit different. Also, if you're watching and you've been commenting or saying things in the chat and I haven't seen it, I apologize. Sometimes PlayStation doesn't like to show what's in chat. Actually, you know what? Hold up. We're going to take a quick break for a drink. Currently I have Dr. Pepper in my hand. And respectfully, I'm going to mute my mic. So I can belch, per se. Anyways, back to it. Alright, so we got the middle. I like the middle's angle. It looks good. That's cool being able to see inside there. This one's good. I like all this. This is all good. I'm not really worried about adding like support beams in the middle. Now that I've seen it, it's going to get on my nerves. I see that I've done it here. So, Wait. No. No, we're not doing that. I don't even care why I did it. I'm not doing that. There we go. That's better. Actually, you know what? What I will do, though. Oh, yeah. That's cool. I like that. We're going to do it here, too. Yeah, I like that. It looks good. There we go. Bop. Beep bop. Boop bop. Bow. I like it. I won't do the... maybe I could do it on their side, too. And for those wondering, well, why did you do that and not just leave the one that was there before? The one that was there before was not the same, I promise you that. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And you know what? While I'm at it, let's go ahead and add a small support beam. I was just talking about how I didn't really want to do support beams, but I will. It'll make it look cool. I like it. It looks like the beams are kind of hidden. And then let's go ahead and support beam here. Yeah, why not? I'll do it here too. It ain't gonna hurt. Looks very interesting. And honestly, you can tell that I've added that on in a way. So I think that just kind of adds story to it. We can say that this place was originally a smithing place, and they added on this other stuff afterwards. I like that. Let's do some dark oak for this part. Spruce looks good with dark oak just because it's such a darker item. And then if you just start using dark oak, you just kind of gotta wing it, make things work. That's the next issue, of course. Oh yeah, it gives depth to the build. I like it. Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, I don't have a clue what I'm gonna add up here just yet. But I think it looks nice. And then since I did the dark oak there, I'm gonna go ahead and do a dark oak here. Do this and connect this one here. I like that. It doesn't have to connect to the wall. That's not gonna bother me too much. I do want to use this in the middle though. 3. Yeah. I like it. And then, is it 2? It's gonna be too cramped if I do that, huh? Yeah, that's okay. We can do this though. Oh, wrong block. I like that. It's a lot better. And then what we'll do is go ahead and bring this across through here. Right? And then we'll bring it down with it. Kind of gives a cool design. And then we will bring down the rest of it through here. Yeah, forget it. Why not? I know originally that wasn't the idea, but I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah. I like that. And then we'll do this. We'll do this, and we'll leave this side open so it's like the area the person walks in. And do this, and we'll leave that open. And that turns into part of their stand. So you walk in, instantly have to talk to the people. Hold on, y'all. Take my headset off for just 2 seconds, because I gotta fix my earbud that's falling out of my ear inside the headset. Talk about annoying. There we go. That's better. Perfect. Alright, you got everything fixed now. I like that. You can actually see it from the road too. And then actually, I've been using dark oak a lot here. So let's go ahead and add in a... Man, why did I do that again? I like that. And then actually, what I think I'll do, I'll bring this down. And I don't mind that it kind of clashes a lot. I kind of think it's cool. Bring that down. And then I'll have two lanterns hanging from that. I think I'll do blue because I really like blue. It's probably like one of my favorite colors of blue right there. Look at that. How nice that is. I like it. Looks good. And of course, you know, you won't be able to see the full build from there. That's why I did actually leave this kind of more open. So I'm going to add like some carriages here. This, I just want like a unique looking building. So I did some log stacking. I do. And also, here's a little building trick. When you're building, I built this as a cube on purpose, right? You think, well, Tyler, why did you build that as a cube on purpose? Grim, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Um, because I wanted to experiment with it and see how I could challenge myself. This was literally just a cube at first. Look at it. Literally just a cube. And the only thing I did to make it look different is add some outer brim. So I brought it down an extra block and added some depth with the windows. Otherwise, these sides would look like these sides, right? And these sides don't look that great. I'm going to show you later on how I'm going to fix that. I'm actually going to use a lot of this. I'm going to use a lot of quartz, stairs, maybe some half slabs in between. Maybe all kinds of half slabs. I don't know. I ain't decided yet. So I'll do something like this. And then I'm going to... I'll just do it now. Why not, right? Oh, I got to remember how I did this. Okay. So this, and this, right? This, that. Okay. And then I'm going to do a half slab here, there, there, there. And then we're going to bring in this. Oh man, I didn't think about that. I like it. Hold on. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in, where's he at? I forget. They're in the bed and bucket place. That's what I've always called it. I'm going to call it that forever. The bed and bucket. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not going to do it on the walls. I feel like it'd be too much. Wait, well, let me see. Definitely too much. I do like it, but it's definitely too much. I think I like this idea. Hold on. I'm going to do this one just like this, right? And this one's going to have plants on it. Let's do some wooden slabs here. I'm not going to do iron. Actually, iron is, now that we have the white wooden slabs, or trapdoors, whatever you want to call them, I'm very happy with the way they come out. Yeah, I like that. I gotta go mimic this on the other side. Alright, here we go. Nothing else is gonna be done to these. They're gonna have just bushes and stuff. So I'm gonna do it here, as I did on the other one. Do this. I'm gonna do this. Stair, stair. And I just realized an issue. There's no grass blocks on this side. There will be, because I like the idea of having the grass on it. Don't need you. There's world down here. Oh, wait, there's world over there. Yeah, look, there's so much like hidden stuff down here. It's actually kind of wild. Like I said, a lot of this up here was kind of flat. I just felt like adding it to it, make it look nice, make it look cool. Is that how I did on all sides? Yeah. So that means this is covering up. That's okay. Did this, this, and then I think I did a stair block. Ooh, wrong one. Stair block here, stair block here. And then do that. This, And that, it looks cool. I like it. I really, actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this more often. Look at that. Without highlighting it. Look how cool that little middle section looks. It's kind of like a pillar in a way. It's awesome looking. Bring this down. Bring this up. And then trapdoors. I'm not really too worried about how they're connected. I like it. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and do the same up here. Just a little bit. I'm not adding a fortune up here. Because really, okay, let me show you the inspiration pieces to all of my builds now, which of course is actually that one build. This is actually one of my favorites. Like, look at this. How I did all that. Ooh, talk about pretty. But this was really where I pull a lot of my stuff from. And I tried to change up the theme so it wasn't 100% me just taking their stuff and using it. But you see, you just gotta throw in a little bit of decoration to make things look nice. So yeah, that was one of my most complicated builds I'd ever built before I started learning how to build like that. And then I built something like this. I'm so happy with this. Let me look at this, y'all. Stained windows for a church. So I've got it tiered up to 3 spaces. It all connects so well. Everything works out. There's actually a walkway underneath that. Look how cool this is. I'm so happy with it. Anyways, sorry, back to it. Back to it's probably one of my favorite things to say at this point. And if you can't tell, this actually has a lot of rooms to it. There's this level. This level has rooms. You go up to here. This level has rooms. I think there might be one more floor. Hold on. Optimized space. The whole idea was it's a guild, so they would have their people living there. Oh yeah. There's a room here, right? A room here. And then we go up one more, and there's a room up here. And like, you wouldn't think there'd be that much room in here to have, what, 3 rooms on each side of the little top piece? 3 of those, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way to, wait, hold on, I'm going to my controller. 6, 7. I'm a problem, I know. Yeah, you wouldn't think there'd be that much room. Oh, wrong way. And of course you have like a little area for everybody coming down here to eat. Yes, there is some mods in this world to throw in furniture. I'm going to get rid of all of them if I can, because in some locations the furniture just disappeared and keeps disappearing like crazy. I don't know if it's entity crabbing or what, but it's something. And these pieces of furniture are considered entities. What was I doing? Okay, let's go back to it. Fixing this. That's right. Yeah, it's good. I like it. And one of the biggest things is I really like having unique builds. Actually, I have 2 bathhouses in this world. There's one over there and one over here. The whole idea is obviously people, medieval times, would just be discovering that they should do this. I can only see part of your chat there, Robert. It says, wow, the literal first word I heard was 6, 7. I agree you're a problem. I appreciate that, Robert. You're too kind, too kind. That's so funny. No, why did I even say that? Something about the build I did. I said, then there's 6, and then there's 7. And I said, 6, 7. Did they realize? Yeah, you catch the idea. But yeah, oh, I'm very happy with it so far. It's really cool. I love you too, Robert. I appreciate that. That's so funny. Wait, hold on. Robert's in this world. The guy in chat right now, Thalico, he's in this world. Hold on. I need to add more stuff to him because actually Robert's one of the oldest characters in this world. Funny enough. Let's go to the church. This is the church of the higher ones. We go in here. We're like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? And there's a guy up here. That's Priest Hadwick. He's actually one of the few characters in this world that don't have any actual text about being my friend, funny enough, which is my friend. Yeah, Robert, I'm so sorry. But yeah, you're out there. You're there. And you're requesting help because there's a monster in the church. For example, let's see here. As I showed earlier on the stream, there's our friend Hunter over here in the world as well. And he is a geologist in real life. So he has a rock shop. And he actually, of course, has the text line that you can ask him, be like, "You have a familiar name?" And he tells you, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe you've met somebody. Maybe you met my lovely wife who works over that way." It's stuff that references to our real life friends. I need to actually add some of those things to Robert. I've got my entire friend group in here, actually. I got one who works there. There's Robert. There's one of them works there. One works over there. Actually, two of them work over there. It's both in the same building. And one of them works at a local tavern that we're building right there, which looks only 1 story tall, but is actually 2 or more. It's 2. And everything in this world kind of ties in story too. I'm very happy with it though. But yeah, this is the most recent builds. This right here, this whole selection. I think I started a stream last week on this one, but I had to silence it because I said a word that wasn't exactly like for the channel, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if this one is. It wasn't even a bad word. It was just something I was kind of like, I don't know if that would be a great word. So I silenced it. I got rid of the video and I said whatever. So now I got the rest of this. But yeah, so I've been building on this. I built this little section here. There's a lot. I mean, this is what started all. This jousting arena was actually the first thing over here. Before all this, besides that building, which is pretty old too, all this was just grass, just grassy terrain. That's actually what this is here for, because I kept using this as a spot of being like, oh look, it changed, it transformed, everything's different. So yeah. But yeah, back to it. Let's see what we got going here. Check out the stream, make sure. Yeah, okay. 36 minutes. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this so far. So the water feeds into the bathhouse through here. The water splits into the 2 separate rooms. And I like the outside. That's good. All that's good on the front. I know what I need next. I'm going to add in this. Yeah, that's good. I like that actually. Hold on. That's perfect. And then I've already started with the blue, so let's go ahead and do blue here anyways. We'll do one on this side and then one on this side. I like it. Might end up doing the same to the bottom there. I think it looks pretty nice like this. This. Ooh. Ah, it's okay. It's whatever. Is that how high I had it? Let me see. It is. Yeah. That's good. So we'll do 1, 2, and then 3 here. No. Just that. There we go. That's good. And a lot of these builds like this, like the church, for example, having this at the front kind of accents it. And it gets rid of all that darkness up there, too. Too much. I actually kind of like it. But only on this, though. I'm not going to do it on the other ones. I like it. And then I'm going to pull across. I could pull across the window. That's unique. I feel like it's definitely too much pulling across the window like that, though. Yeah, that's good. I like it. I'm going to leave it. And I can't really do it on this side because